Hello everyone, and welcome to this Pokemon X and Y Doubles Strategy Guide. Now, this strategy guide is mainly for Pokemon Showdown. You can do it in the game, but a lot of the moves and that we have here are basically impossible to get because you have to get them from a past game, or you have to hack or whatever, or just already have these to begin with. So just keep that in mind as I go through this video. So anyways, for this strategy guide, basically you're going to be getting Flash Fire onto Mega Abomasnow, and that will take away his 4 times weakness to fire moves, which is usually what's going to shut you down, such as, like Charizard, Y, or whatever. Those Pokemon are a major threat to you, but with Flash Fire, they're no longer a threat. And you're going to be a threat to them because they can't do anything to you, and you're going to at least hit them neutrally or whatever if it's Charizard Y with Blizzard. And any other fire Pokemon or whatever, the rest of your team can just handle them or whatever. So anyways, for Mega Abomasnow, what you want to do here is you want to have Blizzard, Giga Drain, Hidden Power Fire, and Rest. So Blizzard's a good move, hits the opposing Pokemon, both of them. And then, of course, in the Hail, it has 100% accuracy. And then Giga Drain for recovery, and then Hidden Power for taking out, like, Ferrothorn or Scizor, which are kind of going to be annoying Pokemon to Abomasnow. So, yeah. Now, for the EVs, you want to have max HP, max defense, and then just put the rest of EVs either in special attack or special defense. Go with that quiet nature because if you want to have a physical attack such as Rock Slide to take out like Talonflame on a predicted switch, also harm some fire types. You could also have Earthquake as well, but that could hurt some of your Pokemon here that you're going to have on your team. But of course, Hawlucha is immune to Earthquake, so you could have Earthquake on here as well. But anyways, for Alakazam, you want to have Ally Switch, Skill Swap, Encore, and Protect as your moves. Have the item Focus Sash, the ability Magic Guard. Inner Focus isn't bad either because there's a lot of fake out Pokemon in doubles as well. So that can be really nice to have. But I like to have Magic Guard in case I can't lead with Alakazam and a Pokemon that you will use with, Flash Fire. But anyways, for the EVs, have max HP, max speed, and then just put the rest in defense or special defense to allow you to live a hit fairly well. And go with the timid natures to optimize your speed because you want to be fast, so that way you can skill swap Flash Fire into Abomasnow, which this is very important. Now for Hawlucha, you want to have the moves Fling, Acrobatics, Brick Break, and Quick Guard. It's very important to have Fling and Quick Guard. The other two moves are your choice, but I highly recommend you have Acrobatics and Brick Break because you want to be very supportive to help out Abomasnow. And Brick Break's good for getting rid of screens, which are a common occurrence in doubles. And of course, Acrobatics is a very high power base move once you get rid of that King's Rock, which is going to be your item. And then the ability you want to have is Limber. You could also go with Unburden, but I highly recommend Limber because a lot of the opposing Pokemon in doubles, some of them do like to paralyze you, like Klefki and stuff, which can be highly annoying. So that's why I have Limber on this set, because you can't risk getting paralyzed because you need to support Abomasnow, or whatever. Now, for the last two Pokemon, it's just whatever you want. Any Pokemon with Flash Fire will work. I highly recommend either Arcanine or Chandelure. I like Chandelure a little bit better than Arcanine because you can put a Choice Scarf on him, and you can lead Alakazam and Chandelure. And Chandelure will, with the Choice Scarf, will be able to outspeed Greninja, which is going to be the main threat to Alakazam. And then you can hit him with Energy Ball and take him out. So I highly recommend Chandelure. But anyways, for if you choose to go roll with Arcanine, you're going to want to have Flare Blitz, Extreme Speed, Will-O-Wisp, and Helping Hand. Of course, have the ability Flash Fire, and go with the Air Balloon or Leftovers, whichever you want. But I find Air Balloon to be very useful because there's a lot of ground types in doubles that use Earthquake and stuff. So Air Balloon can be really nice to have. Anyways, this is basically a supporting Arcanine. You've probably seen Arcanine used as supporting Pokemon a lot anyways. So for the EVs, you want to have max HP, max special defense, then just put the rest in defense or attack, whatever you want. Go with that adamant nature. And also I forgot for Hawlucha, make sure you have Jolly Nature on him to make sure he's as fast as possible. And anyways, that's it for Arcanine. And for Chandelure, if you choose to go with Chandelure, you want to have Heat Wave, Shadow Ball, Energy Ball, and Trick. Ability Flash Fire again, of course. And then the item Choice Scarf. Go max Special Attack and max Speed. Go with the Modest Nature. And then just put the rest of the EVs in HP. You can also go with the Timid Nature just in case you're afraid of getting outsped by a little faster Pokemon. Or whatever, some of the fast ones. But I go with Modest so that way you can get just max damage and whatever, because you're going to be outspeeding most Pokemon anyways with Choice Scarf. So anyways, now to how you're going to pull off getting Flash Fire onto Abomasnow. So basically what you want to do is lead off with Chandelure or Arcanine with Alakazam, and what you're going to do, Alakazam is going to use Skill Swap onto Arcanine or Chandelure or anything else with Flash Fire. And so that means Alakazam gets Flash Fire. And then what you're going to want to do on the second turn is protect, switch out Arcanine or Chandelure, or but if they've gotten taken out on that turn, then you just have Abomasnow come in. But anyways, you're going to switch them out for Abomasnow. And then have Alakazam, do protect, so that way he won't be taken out before he can give Abomasnow Flash Fire. And then on the third turn, you're going to skill swap Flash Fire on Abomasnow. Make sure you Mega Evolve before you skill swap Flash Fire, so that way Abomasnow won't get rid of Flash Fire when he Mega Evolves. And then, Abomasnow has Flash Fire, of course. And hopefully your Alakazam is still alive, because if he is, then you can do Ally Switch to make sure that Abomasnow is not hit by anything, powerful or whatever. Because most likely they're going to be going for your Abomasnow once they see that your Alakazam is support Pokemon. So Ally Switch can be like an extra turn to set up your Abomasnow, get him to do a lot of damage to the opposing Pokemon. But if your Alakazam goes down on the third turn, you're going to want to have Hawlucha come in, so that way he can use Fling, flinch a Pokemon that's going to be a big threat to Abomasnow, and then have Abomasnow either take him out or just do a lot of damage, and then Hawlucha can finish him off on the next turn if he outspeeds. And also we have Hawlucha with Quick Guard here, so that way you can stop Talonflame, which is a major threat to Abomasnow. So that's why we have Quick Guard on here. And Abomasnow is going to be able to really do a lot of damage to Talonflame. And if you have Rock Slide, then of course you're going to be able to pretty much one-hit KO that thing. So Quick Guard is a really good move to have to support Abomasnow. But if they don't have a Talonflame or whatever, Hawlucha can come in, flinch a Pokemon, and then just do a lot of damage with Acrobatics. Or go for the Brick Break if they're a Steel type or something resistant to flying moves. So that's basically it for this strategy guide. I hope you guys get to try it out. It's a very interesting strategy. If you pull it off, it'll be so funny because your opponent will be like, "What's going on?" or whatever, because abilities will be swapping all over the place and they'll be like freaking out. So that's it, guys. I hope you liked this video. Have a nice day and goodbye.